Hey everyone, I am Sadaf and today I have got a bunch of cool features for Windows 10 that everybody should know while using their computer. So let's begin. Starting off with number 1, we have Arrow Shake feature. The Arrow Shake feature in Windows gives you the ability to quickly minimize all the open windows except the one that's currently active. To use the feature, just click on the title bar of the currently active window, shake it back and forth and it will minimize all the windows behind it. Wiggle it again and it will bring them back. On number 2, we have how to hide desktop icons. To hide desktop icons, right-click the desktop, go to View and then select Hide Desktop Icons. Hiding all the icons on your desktop doesn't delete them, it just hides them. If you choose to show them again, repeat the same steps and this time choose Show Desktop Icons. Just as a side note, you can also go down to the Start menu and if you have an item on your menu that you want to put on your desktop, just left click it, drag it out and drop it and that will place it on your desktop. This way you don't need to create a shortcut by hand. On number 3, we are going to learn how to resize desktop icons. In order to change the size of desktop icons, right-click or press and hold the desktop, go to View and then select the size you prefer, large, medium or small. You can also use the scroll wheel on your mouse to resize the desktop icons. So on the desktop, press and hold Ctrl while you scroll the wheel to make the icons larger or smaller. Up next on number 4, we are going to learn how to disable background apps. As you probably know, Windows 10 comes with a bunch of apps pre-installed on your system. In addition to that, you might also install additional apps. By default, most of these apps run in the background all the times, even the ones you never use. This can drain your battery and kill the resources from your computer, resulting in the slowness of your computer. So you can improve the speed and performance of your computer by preventing these apps from running in the background. To do so, go to Start, Settings, then Privacy and scroll down to Background Apps. Here you see all the apps currently running. You can either choose to disable them all by simply toggling this Let Apps Run in the Background setting to off or just the ones you never use. And don't worry, preventing an app from running in the background doesn't mean you can't use it. It simply means it won't be running in the background when you are not using it. You can launch and use any app that's installed on your system at any time simply by opening it. On number 5, we are going to see how to set default apps. The default apps feature in Windows basically lets you choose which programs will open which files, links and protocols in the Windows 10 operating system. To access the feature, go to the Start, then Settings, Apps, then Default Apps. And here you can see a list of default apps for various file types. For example, if you click on any email link online or offline, it will launch in the default Windows Mail app. And if you click on any web link, it will open in the Edge browser by default. Now you can change all these defaults to your own preference. For instance, if you want to change your default browser, just click here and change it to the browser of your choice. Now obviously, to choose any app as a default app, it already has to be installed in your system. Or you can install it and then choose it as a default. You can reset these to the Microsoft recommended defaults, or there's also a Choose Default Apps by File Type. This shows different file extensions and the default app that's assigned to them. If you accidentally associate the wrong file type, you can come in here and modify the file type and change it to a different app. So if you ever have a problem with the wrong application opening up, this is where you can go and adjust it. Alright, moving on to the next feature, we have Nearby Sharing feature. The Nearby Sharing feature in Windows 10 is extremely useful and allows you to share documents, photos, links, and more to nearby PCs over Bluetooth. Now, of course, in order for this feature to work, both sharing and receiving device should first enable this feature. To enable it, go to Settings, Systems, shared experiences, and then turn on nearby sharing toggle. By default, every nearby Windows 10 computer can share or receive from you. But if you select the My Devices Only option instead, nearby sharing will only work between the PCs that you have signed into with the same Microsoft account. Okay, once that is set, you will be able to see the option of nearby settings in your notification area where you can turn it on or off. Now to share any file, just right-click on it and click Share. It will show you the devices nearby, and when you select the device, it will send notification to receive the file. Using the same sharing process, you can share other types of content like photos, web links, etc. Alright, moving on to the next feature, we have Windows Reset. If you are facing a lot of computer performance issues like apps are not running smoothly, speed is very slow, or excessive memory usage, and basically no troubleshooting or fixing is working out, then Windows resetting feature will definitely come in handy. This feature resets Windows as if it just came out brand new from the factory. It rolls your device back to factory default configuration, and all the manufacturer installed softwares and drivers that came with the PC will be reinstalled. Alright, so to reset Windows, go to Start menu, Settings, then Update and Security, then Recovery. And here's an option to reset this PC. Click that and you have two choices. You can keep the files or you can remove everything. If you keep the files, it removes all the apps and settings that didn't come with the PC but keeps your personal files. The other option is to remove everything. This removes all the personal files, apps and settings, does a reinstallation of Windows, and starts with a fresh clean install. So either of these options may be helpful if you have tried everything else and you cannot get your computer to work. Next up on number 8, we have Dark Mode feature. The Dark Mode setting in Windows 10 is available from the menu under Start, Settings, Personalization, Colors. And here you have a choice of Light, Dark or Custom. Essentially, these settings will choose the default Windows mode and the default app mode. So if you select dark from the menu, it sets both in dark mode, and if you choose light from the menu, it sets both to light. But if you choose custom, it will let you choose the default mode for Windows and apps individually. Alright, next up we have night light feature. Normally, your Windows display emits a blue light which can be hard on your eyes, especially if you are sitting in dark environment. So there is a feature available in Windows 10 to turn on a night light. It's available by going to Start, Settings, System Display, and here's an option to turn on night light. When you look at the night light settings, you can adjust the strength of the night light and you can schedule the night light from sunset to sunrise or set individual hours. When you turn it on, it dims the emitted blue light, which is not as harsh on your eyes. Night light is a great feature if you work on your computer late at night or prefer to sit in dark while working. Up next, we have Steps Recorder. Windows 10 has a step recording feature where you can record all the steps of maybe a presentation and then share it or use it for documentation. To open the Steps Recorder, go to Start and type in Steps Recorder and it will open the app. Now here you have a Start, a Stop and a Settings option. You can define an output file if you want to, and also adjust whether you want the screen to be captured or not. When you hit Start, it will record all the steps that you are performing and shows you a screen image along with the buttons that you are pressing. Once finished, the file can be saved or shared with someone. You can also edit it in your favorite editor. There's even an option here where you can review the recorded steps as a slideshow, and it automatically skips through the different steps in a slideshow format. So rather than copying and pasting images of your screen, just use the steps recording feature. Alright, that is all for today's video. If it was helpful for you and you enjoyed watching it, share it with your friends, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel to live technology smart.